Hello, Debbie here from Barossa Valley Crafts. Today we're going to make this card. Now, well, sort of make this card. This is one that I saw on YouTube. I can't remember who I saw doing it. I know it was quite a while ago. But when it's standing up, when it's all open, it looks like that. And then from the top, it looks like that. So I think they called it Tuxedo. That's what it was, a Tuxedo card, I think. Tuxedo pop-out card. So that's that, but I've changed it a bit to make it, well, hopefully a little bit easier, but we'll see how it goes. I'll show you how to do that one anyway. So this is what we're going to do. So that's what it's like when it's flat. And then when it's open out, it looks like that from the top and that from the front. So it's fairly easy to make. Now, you can do this without special tools, but if you have a scoreboard, it will make things a lot easier. So let me show you what we need to start with. You need a base card. I'll just grab this one. So the base card is 11.5 inches by 8.25 inches. You'll need 2 pieces of paper. This is so this will be your inside piece here. So you need 2 of those that are 8 inches by 2.5 inches. You will need 2 pieces that are 5.25 inches by 2.5 inches, and that will be the front piece. You'll need 2 pieces that are 2.5 by 3.75 inches. So that's going to go on the back, so you can put your sentiment on the back of the card. Then you'll need 1 piece that is 1/2 inch by 4.5 inches, and they are scored 1/2 inch in from each end. And the other one is 1/2 inch by 3.5 inches, and again scored in at 1/2 inch on each end, but I'll go through that with you a little bit more. And then you need some just embellishments and decorations. So I've got some here. So these ones is what's going to be on the inside, and I've got some others there for the front of the card. And then you need some acetate. So depending on how many pieces you want to have in it will depend on how many pieces of acetate. So mine is 1/2 inch, and they're all at various lengths because they'll get trimmed anyway. And then, yeah, I think that's about it. So, and sticky tape and glue, scissors, ruler, pencil, all that sort of stuff. So let me show you how to do this. Now, if you don't have a scoreboard, the measurements I'm about to give, just mark with a pencil and a ruler, and you will basically then join the dots. But I will show you in a moment how it will all look. So I'm going to use the scoreboard because it'll be quicker for me. So to start off with, on the long side, you're going to score at 2.75 inches, 5.5 inches, 8.25 inches, and 11 inches. Now, as I said before, if you don't have the scoreboard, mark those points at the top and the bottom. Then using a ruler, join your dots and score them. Okay, so that's how you would do those. Then rotate it. So you'll see you've got a 1/2 inch tab on one end. Put that at the top And you're going to now score at the 2 3/4 and push down to your second score line. So you're only going to there. And then score at 5 1/2 inches down to the little first score line. Now we're going to rotate it. So now put a little mark, so using your pencil here, put a little mark at the 2 3/4 mark, and then score at 5 1/2 down to the first score line. Then we're going to put this out of the way. Using your ruler and your score tool, where did I put my, oh, we'll use this one. So with the little 1/2 inch tab to your right, put your ruler at the centre mark down to the inside of the little score line on your right. So you're going to go down to the inside of the 1/2 inch score line and score down to that point. Don't go past there. So it's down there. And then on the other side, do it that way, might be easier. So from the little mark at the 2 3/4 inch mark down there to, again, the centre point at the top and score again. So by the time you've done all the scoring, it will look like this. So those drawn lines are all your score lines. Okay, so that is our starting point. So I'll go through the measurements again. Your first score line is at 2 3/4, then 5 1/2, 8 1/4, and 11 inches. So they're all down. Then we're going to rotate so that you've got the 1/2 inch tab at the top, and you're going to score at 2 3/4 inches. So if I use my ruler, you can see then 2 3/4 inches and down to the second score line, and mark it at 5 1/2 inches there. And if you want to, from there, you can put your ruler there and do a score line just to that first score line there. And rotate. And at the little mark from your 2 3/4 inches, and then up here at your 5 1/2 inches, you will do another score line. And then score again from there, from your middle mark there down to the inside of the tab line there, and then score again from that little mark to the centre. And that's what it will look like. Okay, so now we're going to get some scissors. Now, what I've done is I've got 2 cards here. So the first one I'm going to do, so this one, I'm going to trim that so it will look like this. Then that way, the decorating is the same. You then have the choice of whether you want to do it this way or the other way. So this is the one I'm going to show you how to cut first. So cutting in at that little tab line at the 1/4 inch thing, we're going to cut that and trim that up to there. Then we're going to cut out that square at the top right hand corner to that score line, and then up on the angle up to that centre point, and we're going to repeat it on this side. So we're going to cut from the centre point down to where that little square is, and then cut that across. So this, just got to line it up, hands shaking. So you will then have that shape. So with this one, you will then fold on the centre score line and burnish. Fold on your next score line, burnish, and again on the other side. Then when you close it over like that, on this score line here, we're going to fold that back. There we go, and just pop that in there and burnish that. And do the same on the other side on that score line. The idea of the score lines is just to make it easier to fold where you want it to fold. Okay, so that will now be your base card for that one. So that's one way you can do this. Now the other one, so what I'm going to do with this one is I'm actually going to cut straight across. So again, cutting out to that little, so you've got this little tab on the right, and then cut along the line up to your centre point. Now for those of you that have a guillotine, if you wanted to, you line up from that little mark to the centre point and trim. It's a little bit quicker if you don't have scissors. So that will leave you with that shape. So now, like the other one, we're going to fold that at the centre line. And burnish. Just burnishing it gives it a sharper, crisper fold. And on the next one. And on the other side. And your little tab. So that now gives you the base for this one. Okay, so now we'll go to the next step. Down there. So now we'll go to, so this is the 8" by 2.5" piece. So on one of them, with a ruler, from the top right hand corner, turn it around so it's on inches, there you go, mark it at 2.5 inches. Then score a line from the top left corner down to that 2.5 inches. You can draw a line if you want to, and then trim that off. Now, if you're going to be doing this card, keep these, because that is the part that will go on here when you're decorating it. So that's that piece there. So don't throw those out if you're doing it this way. Then getting your other piece of the same size, You need to then repeat that again on the opposite side. So you will have 2 pieces like that. So on the left side, put a mark at 2.5 inches up to the top right corner and trim that off. So you'll end up with 2 pieces like that. So they will be for the inside back to go there. Now the next one, so this is your 5 1/4 by 2.5 inches. Again, mark it at the 2.5 inch mark, and you can score it or do a pen mark. I prefer to score it because that way you're not going to get the pen lines when you've cut it. And then cut on that line up to the corner. And do the same again on the other piece. So it's the same process as the first pieces. Again, 2.5 inch mark up to the top corner. And they will be these pieces here. So that will go under there, obviously. So if you're doing it on this card, you will have those pieces there. Close it over. You'll have one there and one there. And then those little triangle bits you cut off, you can use to decorate there. Okay? So it's up to you which way you want to do it. Alrighty. So now we'll start putting it together. So we're going to attach these ones to the inside first. Now I'm using art glitter glue here. You can use whatever glue you like, but there seems to be a lot of issues with the PVA glue. A lot of people are using PVA glue, and it's really not good for card making, and it will make your cards buckle. So this glue is really good. The other glue I use a lot is the Turbo Tacky glue. That's really good as well. Well, for card making anyway. So now we're just going to pop that in there. And then we'll do the same to the other side. You can use double-sided tape if you like. This is a lot quicker than the tape. And we'll put the one on that side. Give them a good press. Now we'll do the pieces to go on the front. I'll just burnish that so it'll stay a bit flatter. Okay, so this one will go here. This is the easy part. It gets a bit fiddly when it comes to doing the next part. Now, while I'm attaching these, I'll just let you know that I do have a couple of Facebook groups. One's called Cardmaking for Beginners and Beyond. The other one is called Barossa Valley Crafts. So if you want to, you're more than welcome to join up, and you can share your creations in the group. It doesn't have to be from my tutorials at all. It can be from anything. And we're not limited to brands, so you can use any brands that you like, but I'll add the links to those in the description. The cardstock and papers that I'm using today, I got from a shop in Tasmania called Image Plus Scrapbook Superstore. But again, I'll add the link to that. So, and just for the record, I don't get any monetary gain from the links that I add to my tutorials. It's just, I like to share what I know. Okay, so that's that part. Now, the little tabs that we have, we're going to add these next. So the best way to do this is mark your tabs at the halfway mark. So be 2 1/4 inches there. And on the other one, 1 3/4 inches. Now using the, I'll just pop this in here so that I don't get the glue dry. So using a tool or a biro or something, just gently curve your card. It's a bit like curling ribbon. Okay, so that's easy done. Then fold your little tabs up. Now I've used double-sided tape to do this. You can use glue. I just find you're not waiting for the tape to dry then. Okay, I've done it the wrong way. That's all right, we can fix that. Okay, so what we're going to do is, no, that's right. So we're going to line up this using your long one first, I think. Yes, I think we use the long one first. Line up this little bit here with your centre line. Now making sure that your strips are not going to be above there. You want them below that mark, so it's going to go about there. So peel off your backing paper or add your glue, whichever one you choose to do. Oh, if I can get it off, there we go. And fold that over there. And give it a good press. Then open it out. And now we're going to repeat the same thing with the other one. So I'm going to curve it the other way. You don't have to curve it, it just helps. And then lining up the centre mark again, and make sure that it's going to be in line with your first one. We'll do that. Remove your backing tape or add your glue. Oh, can't grab it. There we go. And close that over. So that will now pick that up. Oh, whoops, I've done that wrong. Oh, hang on. Hopefully I can peel it off. Should have been... Yeah, should have done the little one first. Don't do the big one first. Do the little one first. So making sure it's below that tab. Pick it up. That was lucky because normally you can't peel off the tape. And repeat it there. So it's about the same line. And pick up that one. That's better. And then peel off your tape or add your glue to the little tabs on the other side. I usually have a pokey tool to help get these papers off. Oh, here we go, this will do. There you go. Now when you're doing this part of it, make sure that this top tab doesn't cover where you've got your adhesive on the bottom tab, otherwise they'll stick together. So do that and push that down. And here's another boo-boo. I can fix that though. On here, you can either put some glue or double-sided tape. I should have probably done that before, but it really doesn't matter. We can still fix it. And cut that off. Alrighty, so now we'll peel off that backing tape, and I'll just pop that under there. There we go. So now that's got your card base done. So that's what it will look like from the top. It's a bit hard to see, isn't it? There we go. So that's what it looks like from the top. And that's it from the front. Now the fun part, the decorating. Okay. So what I've done here, I've just got a variety of little, these are like pre-cut out pieces that I've had in my stash. And I have put some double-sided adhesive to the top, peeled that back, and then added, here we go, we'll do warm wishes. No, that one's already got one on there. Here we go. It was so merry. So then you just attach those to your double-sided tape. Now, if you're using card, like if you don't have the acetate, attach a couple of pieces of thick card together to give it a bit of strength, and you can use glue. I'm using acetate because the glue would, when it dries, will just pop off the acetate. So double-sided adhesive with acetate. So from there, we're going to work out what we want where. So these are going to get attached to the inside here. So let's just play around with what I've got here. Yeah, so we can put that one in the middle. There's another star. We can put another star down that side. I've got a couple of little Christmas trees. There's another tree. So that will probably be enough. So I'm going to slide them out in that order, if I can. And I'll try and put them together now. So these little tabs that you've got in here, they're going to be what we're going to attach these to. So work out where you want it. So if I wanted it about that height, then from the inside, I'm just going to put a finger mark in there. And that's where I'm going to trim it off. Now we'll add some tape to that. And put that on there. I'm going to peel that off. And we'll put that into place. Now this, so if we wanted about, so I'm going to attach that to the back of one of those strip, the back strip, not the front one. So that's going onto the back strip. Just give it a press. So that's now like that. And we have that one in about the centre. So still sticking to the back strip now. I'm just going to work out the height. I want this one. So put that a bit fiddly. And we'll do that about that height. So what I'm going to do is just put my finger where I want to cut it off. And some tape on the bottom. I guess you could, if you wanted to, try and work out how you wanted it before it was put together. And you could stick your bits on there, but I think you don't really know what it's like until you've got it up there anyway. And now I'll just attach that to there. Then we'll go for this star. So again, and we'll put that one about there. I guess you need to make sure when you're doing this that you can still close the card. Okay. Pull it out. Whoops, it was about there, I think. And add some tape. Oh, there we go, it's got it. So again, just pop that in there. Line it up with the tab inside. About there. Oh no, I could have gone across a bit more. Let me see if I can pull that off. Oh. There we go. So I guess if I do, there you go. Might be the easier way to do it. Let's got it. No, that didn't work. I've got the tape on the wrong piece. Let me see if I can move that up. Here we go. That's better. Okay. No, let me try again. I've still got the tape in the wrong spot, so it's not attaching to that strip at the back. Third time lucky. There. Okay. Oh, now I've just pulled off. Hang on, let me lay that down and push that into place again. Hold that back. I'm not sure what I've done there. I have, I can see, I've put it too far across and it's actually caught on the initial tab that I put down. So let me just re-stick that. Okay, let's try again. The beauty of this, you're seeing how it goes and how things can go wrong as well. There. Now, that's got it. Right. Okay, so now we'll start doing some ones on the front. Trim that off. Now with these, you can decorate it as much or as little as you like. You can do a lot more than this if you want to. I guess it depends how full you want it. You can do them so they're really full. Okay, so we'll put the tree there. And we had another tree here somewhere, didn't we? Yep. So we'll put this tree about there. And we'll pop that tree in here. So that's going on the front tab thing, so that you've got the two different layers. So there we go. So from the front and from the top, you can see with the light there. Now on the back, we'll attach the greeting. Put that on there. Now you can just leave it at that if you want to, but sometimes you need a bit more room to write all your sentiments and words. So we'll put another piece on the other side. There we go. So that now leaves you room to write whatever you want. And now we'll just decorate the front. Probably could have had that tree across a bit more. I wonder if I can still move that. Let's see. Yep, got it. So I'll move that across to about there. That's better. Okay, so that's it. All right, so now let's decorate the front. So again, I've just gone through my stash of what I've got here, little embellishments and things. And we'll do a Merry Christmas. Let's see, I'll put a little elf. Actually, I might put the little hat on there. Put that there. Yep, that'll do. Okay, so now I'm going to change. Oh no, I won't for this. So to start off with, because I'm gluing paper onto paper, I'm going to use the art glitter glue. So we'll just pop that into place. And then I'm going to use, this is a 450 glue. I'm going to use that because I'm using these plastic pieces. The art glitter glue would not adhere to this as well. So we'll pop some glue on that. Put that one up there. And if you wanted to, you could attach them with foam tape if you wanted to lift them off the page a bit. There, and a little hat. So a lot of these little things I have had for many years, and I'm trying not to buy any more and just use what I've got for a considerable amount of time, I think. And now I'm not going to decorate the other one. I'll just leave that one as it is, so you can use that card if you prefer over this card. So that's it, all done. So it can be a little bit fiddly. Oh, whoops. I need to leave that one flat a bit longer for the glue to dry. So like I said, can be a little bit fiddly, but it can be well worth it in the end. So that's what it's like without the other flaps, and if you wanted to do it with the flaps, that's what it's like with the flaps. So look, I hope you've enjoyed that. Sorry about my mucking up, but what you see is what you get. No editing here, and it proves that I do make mistakes. People are under the impression that I get it right the first time. Well, I don't, believe me. Anyway, look, I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, do give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'm just debating whether to add that in there. Actually, I think I might, just because I can. I'll just put some tape there, but I'm actually going to put this, I'm going to attach it to the back of the inside of the card, not on one of the other tabs. Yeah, actually that's better. That makes a big difference. So from the front, from the top, hold the light there so you can see what it looks like at the top. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed that. And take care, and hopefully we'll catch you soon. Bye.